All right, so today, we're looking at something that's, I think, on a lot of people's minds these days, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Like, what is this guy doing, right? You know, someone actually brought this question to us and wanted us to kind of take a deep dive into it. So,
Yeah.
here we are.
It's a great question. You know, we all watch YouTube, or most of us do.
Right,
And it's kind of like, how did this guy figure it out?
right.
Because there's a lot of people on YouTube,
Yeah.
and he's at the top.
It's so saturated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, everyone and their mom is trying to be a YouTuber, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he's like the king.
Like how?
So what is it?
Well, I think the first thing is that, like, when you watch a Mr. Beast video,
Yeah,
you know what you're getting into.
yeah.
You're going to see something crazy.
Yeah.
It's something you haven't seen before.
Big money.
Big money. Stakes are always high.
Food.
Yes, always food.
Challenges.
And I think that's a big part of it, is that we as humans, we're just naturally drawn to those things.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we slow down when there's a car crash.
Oh, yeah.
Because we want to see what happened. You know?
Curiosity,
Like,
exactly.
what's going on over there?
Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, totally.
And he knows how to tap into that.
It's like our primal instincts or something.
Right.
Your
Yeah.
lizard brain is like, ooh.
It's like those old Roman Colosseum days. Just like, exactly. We need something crazy to watch.
And then on top of that, he adds this layer of, like, altruism.
Yeah.
He's giving away money. He's helping people.
It makes you feel good.
It does. It makes you feel good about watching.
Right.
You know? So you're not like, oh, I'm just watching some crazy, like,
Like a train wreck.
train wreck. Or you're like, I'm watching this guy give away millions of dollars.
Yeah. And I think that actually kept me watching longer on some of his videos because I was like, I kind of felt bad clicking away.
Interesting.
Just like, well, let's see who he helps this time.
Right. And that plays into, like, the algorithm, too.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Tell me about that.
So the YouTube algorithm, it's looking at how long people are watching your videos.
Okay.
And so if people are clicking off right away, YouTube's like, oh, this isn't very good content.
Makes sense.
But if they're watching all the way to the end, or even, you know, most of the way through, YouTube's like, this is good. People are sticking around for this.
So he's got to get those long watch times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he does that by doing things like, you know, building up the suspense.
Right.
And making sure that there's always something new and exciting happening in his videos.
So it's like he's almost manipulating the algorithm in a way
He is.
to get those views.
He's playing the game,
He is playing the YouTube game
but he's doing it really, really well,
very well. Yeah.
which is what you have to do now.
Right.
Because everyone else is catching on.
Yeah. And you can even see it in his titles, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
those are like perfectly crafted
It's very clickbaity.
to get you to click.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't think he's above a little clickbait
No.
to get you in there.
It's smart,
It is smart. Yeah.
you know?
Gets you to watch.
And it works.
It clearly does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole other side of it, the community. It's like the Mr. Beast
It's massive.
fandom.
Yeah, it's like you're part of something.
Yeah, it's not just
When you watch his videos.
watching a video, it's like you're part of something bigger.
Exactly.
So how does he cultivate that?
Well, he's really good about interacting with his fans.
Okay.
Like, he's on Twitter, he's responding to comments.
Right.
He's doing those challenges where he's like, whoever keeps their hand on this car the longest gets to keep the car.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just like constantly finding ways to, like, loop his audience in and make them feel like they're a part of the experience.
Yeah. I feel like he was one of the first YouTubers to really do that successfully.
He was.
Whereas, like, you could be in a video.
Yeah.
Like, you could be involved.
And I think that's huge.
Yeah.
Because it makes people feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And it gives them a sense of community and belonging,
Yeah.
which is something that I think is really important, especially these days.
And you know what's so interesting about all this is that he's sort of created this movement around giving back and philanthropy.
It's true.
Do you think that's like the future of content creation?
It's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the answer to that.
Yeah.
But it's certainly something that's resonating with people right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing.
Right.
You know, like, if people are going to be spending hours watching YouTube videos, I'd rather they be watching videos about somebody giving away money and helping people.
Then like,
I don't know, like cat videos or something.
Right.
I guess those are fun too, but,
yeah.
you know,
I think it's a good trend.
it is a good trend, yeah.
It kind of makes you think about the power of these online platforms to do good, right?
Equally, yeah.
Not just to be entertaining, but to actually like
Make a difference.
make a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty amazing when you think about it.
It is pretty amazing. So for someone listening who's maybe not trying to be the next Mr. Beast,
Right?
what can they take away from all this?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that it's all about understanding your audience,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like Mr. Beast, he understands what people want to see.
Right.
He knows what makes them tick.
Yeah.
He knows how to get them to click on his videos, and he knows how to keep them watching.
Yeah.
And so if you can figure that out, whatever it is that you're doing,
Yeah.
whether you're a musician or an artist or a business owner or
Right.
a teacher or whatever,
Any field.
if you can figure out how to connect with your audience in a way that's authentic and engaging,
Yeah.
then you're going to be successful.
That's such a good point.
Yeah,
And it's something that we can apply to any area of our lives, really.
absolutely.
It's not just about YouTube. It's about
It's about communication.
communication, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes you think, like, what if we approached education with that same kind of Mr. Beast mindset?
That's an interesting thought.
Right. Like, what if learning was as addictive as watching one of his challenges?
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what if businesses thought that way too? Like,
Yeah.
how could they make their products or services so compelling that
Right.
people just couldn't get enough?
That they had to tell their friends about it.
Exactly.
Like, I think there's a lot of potential there.
There is a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Wow. So much to think about.
Food for thought,
It is. Yeah, it really makes you wonder about the future of all this stuff.
for sure.
Really great deep dive today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on.